Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin is due for some extreme volatility. Is it up? Is it down? You'll definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video is a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin being overdue for some very significant volatility. Is it up or down? We will examine the cases for both. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, helps out a lot. Come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. Now, today, Fear and Greed at 74, down from yesterday's 78, from extreme greed to regular greed. The overall market up 0.5% today. Bitcoin at 51,814, Ethereum at 29.78, BNB at 379, Solana 104, XRP 54 cents, Cardano 60 cents, Avalanche $37, and Tron 13 cents. And Bitcoin right now could be said to have a little bit of a bull flag that could continue all the way out to roughly $63,000. But there is some significant resistance at roughly $52,500. And the last time that Bitcoin did bounce off of the 50-day moving average, this yellow line, this continuation pattern is exactly what it did, which would put us towards roughly $68,000 or maybe even $69,000 by the end of April. But before we get too bullish just yet, we have to take a look at what's going on. Now, in the past 21 days, Bitcoin is up 37%. Consolidation here would be normal. Patience is recommended. Right now, we can see there are liquidation cascades both above and beyond Bitcoin price. If Bitcoin goes up, it'll liquidate a bunch of shorts. If it goes down, it'll liquidate a bunch of longs, which would cause some very significant volatility for Bitcoin. And on the TD sequential 3-day chart right now, showing a sell signal. This is a warning. The last 2 times this happened, there was a 10% correction each time after that sell signal. That would put Bitcoin roughly at $47,000-ish based on this sell signal if the same thing were to transpire. But right now, you have to remember, there's a lot of very big companies buying up Bitcoin, like BlackRock, like Fidelity, like ARK, like all these other ones. Right now, there's $41 billion across Bitcoin ETFs, and it's only February. If we take a look right now, $111 billion across gold ETFs, we could reach a parity or equality in the months ahead, and this is not yet reflected in the price. As a matter of fact, whales are buying aggressively right now. What they were doing not since times previous. Could they know something? Could the price be due to head upwards because of all this? Yes, it's certainly possible. However, the fish, the people who hold 10 to 100 Bitcoin right now, are actually selling. And according to this, smart investors are leaving in droves. This could be due to an expected price drop and then buying in again at lower prices, like we saw back here in 2019. After the price rose, they sell off in droves and then buy back in at the bottom. Happens again and again. So will there be a sell-off? Certainly possible, but you got to wonder, with global liquidity accelerating, or at least potentially accelerating, could the same thing happen with Bitcoin price? We have these beautiful cup patterns right here. After the cup comes a parabolic pump, so you don't want to get caught on the wrong side of this one. On the shorter time frame, we could have a double bottom forming right here. Should Bitcoin price break about 52.5, well, that would be the confirmation point for this double bottom pattern. Could send Bitcoin up dramatically. So keep your eyes out for that. This is the bull flag we were talking about earlier. And when we take a look at the stock RSI, similar double bottom formation on the stock RSI right there with the price going sideways, this could be an indication of a hard pump to come. The last time Bitcoin price went from 41.6 all the way up to 52. The same thing will put Bitcoin at roughly that $62,000 area. We have the formation of another megaphone pattern, which generally when Bitcoin breaks out, very close to breaking out of there, it goes up for parabola. We could be on the verge of massive liftoff. As a matter of fact, based on this chart right here, Bitcoin hasn't even begun its liftoff yet. As we can see, when it breaks above these levels, which it's just doing right now, that's when liftoff takes place. So right now, we are in the moments before a massive rally. We've actually entered the second phase of the bull run. What needs to happen is a crossing over of the Williams alligator, which has happened, the bullish alligator right back there, and Bitcoin closing a weekly candle above the 61.8 fib, both of which things have happened. And look at what happens after this second phase of the bull run. A lot of people comparing this bull run to the 2017-2018 bull run, where Bitcoin did roughly 100x. Could we see the same type of gains? You don't want to overcomplicate this, because even though there is a possibility for maybe 10% down, there is a larger possibility for a lot of percent up. We see a cross of the log MACD right here. We see a tightening of the log Bollinger Band. What happens after that? Well, parabolic phase for Bitcoin. You don't see the candles going down. And just to give you an idea which side we are on, based on these trend lines right here, it would be unreasonable, unwise, and improbable to expect Bitcoin price to go below $27,000 or above 134. But right now, we are a lot closer to that 27. So if you're a betting person, well, it might be wise to bet on Bitcoin. So that is all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. Come join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.